Could a thinner phone really change the way your daily phone feels in your hand? That's exactly the direction Samsung seems to be taking with its upcoming Galaxy S25 Fan Edition. A new report just confirmed what earlier leaks hinted at. Samsung is planning to make the S25 Fan Edition noticeably slimmer, and the key lies in the display tech. Instead of the regular organic light-emitting diode panel used in previous models, Samsung is likely switching to a flexible organic light-emitting diode display for this device. Now, to be clear, this isn't the kind of flexible screen used in Samsung's foldables like the Galaxy Z Fold series. Instead, it means the screen is built on a thinner substrate like plastic or ultra-thin foil instead of rigid glass. This allows the phone to be slimmer without sacrificing display quality. The result, a possible reduction in thickness, from 8.0mm on the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition to just 7.4mm on the S25 Fan Edition. While half a millimeter may not sound huge, anyone who's used thinner phones knows that the change is often felt more than seen. A slimmer phone often means a lighter feel in the hand, easier grip, and an overall sleeker profile, something users really notice over time. On top of that, Samsung is reportedly reducing the bezels on the 6.7-inch display, giving users more screen and less frame. That upgrade will make videos, games, and apps feel more immersive, while also making the phone look even more premium. But going thinner often raises one big concern: battery life. Thankfully, leaks suggest that Samsung might actually retain a large 4,700 mAh battery, the same size as what's found in many flagship phones. And that's not all. Charging speed is also expected to be solid, with support for 45-watt fast charging. Under the hood, the Galaxy S25 Fan Edition is rumored to be powered by the Exynos 2400 chipset, the same chip found in the Galaxy S24 series, and could ship with Android 16 and Samsung's One UI 8 software experience. That means you're getting the latest version of Android out of the box with Samsung's familiar software on top. If all this is true, the S25 Fan Edition could be one of the best value phones of the year. It keeps the big battery, gets thinner, and upgrades the display, all while remaining more affordable than full flagship models. That's what the Fan Edition line is all about, giving people flagship-like experiences at a lower price. What if your next flip phone let you do almost everything without even opening it? That's the kind of future Samsung seems to be aiming for with the Galaxy Z Flip 7, and thanks to a newly leaked hands-on video, we finally get a real look at the major change that might make this phone a must-have. The big highlight? An absolutely stunning edge-to-edge cover display that now takes up the entire top half of the phone. This is a huge step forward compared to previous models, where the cover screen felt more like a bonus than a real feature. In the video shared by a trusted source, you can clearly see how much more useful the cover screen has become. You can scroll through pages and widgets right from the outside display, and there's even a small area next to the cameras that shows the date and time, making quick glances more convenient than ever. There's also a small white dot that looks like it might notify you about unread messages or alerts. This unused space near the camera could eventually become the spot for a new Now bar, something Samsung might use to show things like music controls or countdown timers, but we'll need more details or an official announcement to know for sure. What's also exciting is that Samsung hasn't just focused on the outside. The inner screen, the main foldable display, is getting a boost too. It's now 6.9 inches instead of 6.7 inches, which might not sound like much, but that extra screen real estate can make a noticeable difference when watching videos, browsing the web, or using split-screen apps. From what we see in the video, the screen borders, which help protect the display when folded, haven't changed much, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Those borders have a job to do, and Samsung seems to be keeping them just thick enough to do it. Then there's the design. According to reports, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 is 0.8 mm thinner when folded and 0.4 mm thinner when unfolded. Compared to the Galaxy Z Flip 6, that may not be easy to spot in the video, but it still shows that Samsung is continuing to refine its foldable design with every new model. It's all part of making the foldable experience feel as normal and seamless as a regular phone, just with more flexibility. The truth is, these aren't just small cosmetic changes. The improvements to the Flip 7 show that Samsung is pushing hard to make foldables more practical for everyday use. An expanded outer screen that lets you get things done without opening the phone, a larger inner display for everything else, a thinner design that's easier to carry. These are the kinds of changes that could finally convince more people to switch from traditional smartphones to foldables. Is Samsung about to win the foldable race once and for all? With Galaxy Unpacked just around the corner, it looks like the Galaxy Z Fold 7 might be the device to watch. Real-world photos of the phone have just surfaced online, and they are already turning heads. The images, leaked by a well-known industry insider named Jukin Choi, show off a sleek, foldable phone in a dark blue finish, which might be officially called Blue Shadow. This early look confirms a few key design changes that fans have been waiting for. First, the camera rings are gone, giving the back of the phone a cleaner, more refined look. Second, the phone appears to be extremely slim when folded. Reports say it measures just 8.9 mm thick, which would make it one of the slimmest foldables ever made. That alone makes it feel futuristic, but it does not stop there. Although the 8-inch main screen was covered with a protective film in these early images, we already know Samsung has worked on reducing the crease, one of the most common complaints about foldable phones, and even though we cannot see the crease clearly yet, the buzz around it being far less visible this time is hard to ignore. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is shaping up to be Samsung's most advanced foldable phone yet, and not just in design. It is powered by the new Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, the same one found in the upcoming Galaxy S25 series. That means this phone is not just pretty, it is powerful. Still, it is not all perfect. One thing some users might complain about is the battery. The Fold 7 is expected to have a battery capacity of 4,400 mAh, paired with wired charging at just 25 watt. In today's market, that may seem a little underwhelming, especially when other brands are pushing 40 watt or even higher. But when you consider the thinness, the upgraded processor, and the refined design, it might be a fair trade-off. Compared to last year's Galaxy Z Fold 6, the new Fold 7 looks like a major step forward. In fact, it makes the Fold 6 feel old already. Other foldables, like the Honor Magic V5 and Oppo Find N5, used to have a clear edge, especially with battery life and hardware. But now, Samsung has closed the gap. The Honor Magic V5 still offers a larger battery and promises 7 years of software updates, which matches what Samsung is offering, so it remains a strong alternative. Still, if you like Samsung's One UI and want something slim, fast, and polished, the Fold 7 might be the better pick. What makes this release even more exciting is the timing. The foldable market has slowed down a bit lately, but phones like the Fold 7 could change that.